Hello, wherever you are. Today I would like to share with you this Tunisian crochet. I have made this in just experimenting with a simple stitch, and if you'd like to see how I created this, please join me. I'll give a glimpse on the shorts, but I'll have the main video on my YouTube channel. Also, please feel free to subscribe and share and help me grow. Let's grow together. Thank you. See you in a bit. We'll start from a chain. So I'll be using green, and I'm using a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. I don't think you can see there. So we'll start with a chain. I normally make 25 chains. If you've never made a chain before, this is how I do my chain. I normally make wrap around, then I'll go into the loop and hook out. Then with that, I'll start doing a chain. So I'll come back when I've done 25 chains. So now I've done 25 stitches. I turn my stitch and my chain and start from the back loop. So I'll do in the first one like that, and I'll yarn over and hook out. I'll yarn over in the next one, hook out. I'll do this all the way to the end, and I will demonstrate or share with you what I do next. So now I've got to the end. I've finished looping that. Then I will just do a chain by yarning over and out in the first stitch. Now I will do 2 loops out, 2 loops out, 2 loops out, 2 loops out, all the way to the end, and then I'll share with you what we do next. Now at the end, I like to use the 2 stitches as borders, so I'll leave that as it is, then go in the next one and just yarn out. So that's a simple Tunisian stitch. Then in the next one, I'll bring the wool forward, but go in the 2 loops, then yarn from underneath, then take 2 out. Now I'll go in the front one that I yarn together there and do a simple stitch. Repeat that. I'll do this all the way to the end. And this is our third row. Then I'll demonstrate what I do after this. Now at the end I had 1 stitch, but I still brought the wool forward to crochet that, but then finish on the edge like we do. I'll just go back a little. I was left with 2 stitches there, so I still bring wool forward, do just the 1, then the last one I will go like that to finish off. We yarn over now to go back and make a chain, and we repeat what we did in second row after our first looping one. So we take 2 loops out. We will do this all the way to the end, And I'll do a few rows and come back to show you how our pattern is going and is looking like. So a few more rows later, this is how we are looking like, which is what we want. So I'll just finish off with you this row. Then I'll share another trick if you want to make this into a square, so you can use it for a square blanket or something like that. Because I did another piece earlier that I'll demonstrate on. I'll finish this to make it into a square. Sorry about the camera shake there. So just to remind you on the edge of the square how we do that. So it's two together. Then the front one of that two together, you do a simple stitch. So two together, the front one of the two, you do a simple stitch. So we're like decreasing there, then adding the stitch we decreased. So I use a method of adding and decreasing, or decreasing and adding. So that's our square, how it's going to look. Now here's the one I did before. It's in white. Now for you to know if you've achieved a square, I tend to crochet. When I get to a certain height, I will fold this corner and that corner. And if it ends up giving me a corner there, I know that is a square. So I cast off and stop. So that's how I measure those. So if you like this video, please do share, and see you again when I share another stitch. Also, just before I go, to say the back will look like that.